Happy Tuesday. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's tip of the day. The date is June 30th, 2026, and our tip today comes from the on-demand video, Understanding Jury Bias and Decision Making, using social science to prepare a winning case. Focusing illusion is also a bias, and it is a cognitive bias. And that's when people put too much aspect on one side of an event. So the more you discuss an event, people think it's more important. You get the opportunity to do that because you're first. The focusing illusion also tends to confirm that nothing in life is as important as you think it is while you're thinking about it. I like that. And this is absolutely true. What do we spend time talking about in trial? If there's, I guess the biggest example that comes to my mind is if you're proving a case and there's negligence that's systemic, and you want to go back in time and show that systemic negligence, then you need not focus on the actual crash, right? Maybe the amount of time you spend on the background and the poor choices that were made, or the errors and omissions, maybe that's 80% of your time, 90% of your time, and the actual crash is 10 or 20%. But many lawyers, because that's just kind of the go-to to talk about the crash in a motor vehicle collision or the medical negligence or whatever it is, they'll spend all their time on that event, on the crash, on the actual surgery room, whatever it is, instead of spending it on other things. Also, if the defense is bringing up something you think's a red herring, it's a defense, but it's something you can disprove it. Do it cleanly. Don't spend a lot of time on it. The more time you spend on it, the more importance you're giving it. So that's exactly the point here, the illusion bias. And I think of it as, what do we spend our time talking about in trial? And what do we want the jurors talking about in the jury room? So, I like to think of economists because many times it's not the most exciting testimony, right? A good economist can make it a little bit interesting. And what I know is I want the jury and the jurors in their deliberations to be talking about Jane and Tom and their love for their child, and that they won't be able to go to Disney again, or whatever the facts are in the case. I don't want them talking about the offset theory of economics versus growth and discount rates in the future. Which one is proper? So I'll many times look at it, say, I don't want to spend our time talking about this. This isn't what the case is about. Is there some stipulation we can come up with the other side? Is there something we can concede? If not, can we put this expert on to meet our prima facie case, like in 10 or 15 minutes, literally, so that we're not spending time talking about things that the case is not about, or what I don't want it to be about if I want a successful and a large verdict. Let's take a deep breath together and be grateful to be alive. Now, as much as ever, it's important that we turn to the law in our society as a unifying and guiding force. May our actions as lawyers today exemplify the profession and its highest ideals of honor and truth. May we be fierce advocates and compassionate human beings. May we have the courage to do what's right, even when it's difficult. 3 sounds of the bell now will ground you in this moment and can take you into a silent meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just let the sound wash over you and remind you of your strength and your purpose to accomplish justice and to do good in the world.